Let's talk about the Bader-Meinhof, or is more commonly known as frequency illusion. This phenomenon, where one stumbles upon some obscure piece of information, often an unfamiliar word or name, and soon afterwards encounters the same subject again, often repeatedly. Anytime the phrase, "That's so weird, I just heard about that yesterday," would be appropriate. Most people seem to have experienced the phenomena at least a few times in their lives, and many people encounter it with such regularity that they anticipate it upon the introduction of new information. But what is the underlying cause? Is there some hidden meaning behind the Bader-Meinhof events? The phenomenon bears some similarity to synchronicity, which is the experience of having a highly meaningful coincidence, such as having someone telephone you while you are thinking about them. Both phenomena invoke a feeling of mild surprise and cause one to ponder the odds of such an intersection. Both smack of destiny, as though the events were supposed to occur in that arrangement. Despite science's cries that a world as complex as ours invites frequent coincidences, intuition tells us that such an explanation is inadequate. Intuition tells us that Bader-Meinhof strikes with blurring accuracy and too frequently to be explained away so easily. But over the centuries, science had told us that the intuition itself is highly flawed and not to be blindly trusted. Considering how many words, names, and ideas a person is exposed to in any given day, it is unsurprising that we sometimes encounter the same information again within a short period of time. What we fail to notice is the hundreds of thousands of pieces of information which aren't repeated because they do not conform to an interesting pattern. This tendency to ignore the uninteresting data is an example of selective attention. In reality, we humans tend to grossly underestimate the probability of coinciding events. There are so many things happening all the time in our environments that coincidences are not as rare as they seem. In fact, they occur frequently. We just don't notice them most of the time because our attention is often elsewhere during one or both coinciding events. When something changes the priorities of our attention, we will naturally be receptive to a different variety of coincidences, and these will seem novel. But when we hear a word or name which we just learned the previous day, it often feels like more than a mere coincidence. If you've never heard of this phenomenon before, be sure to watch for it in the next few days.